Well, hello there, YouTubers. It is I, the Big D, coming to you live and in person here with another exciting video. Exciting. That's right, I even took notes for this one. Now, today I'm going to say some of the big reasons why, if expediting is so great, why are so many people leaving? And I've listed the reasons that I hear from most drivers. But don't feel bad. Next week I'm going to do why courier drivers are doing the same thing and their reasons. So don't think it's just expediting that has a high turnover, and these are the reasons listed. Now, one, the reasons that I basically believe is they're not ready for the job. They have no clue what they're coming out here to do. If you're an expediter, you're over the road. Life of Chris. It was hot. Well, it generally is in the summer. I hate to tell you this. So, you come out here and after a week, you're all beat down because you think, oh, I'm going to get in my van, put a skid in, leisurely drive over, drop it off, get 8 hours sleep. No biggie. You're delusional. So, one of the biggest reasons why people fail is expectations and not being ready for it. Next, this falls in line with that. Your sleep schedule. Life of Chris. If you got to sleep, 9 o'clock till 8 in the morning, don't come out here and be an expediter. You are not going to like it because expedited freight moves a lot at night. That's right. It means you may have to drive all night. So learning to be able to sleep at any time during the day will help you immensely. In other words, you may drive all night. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. This is not your normal routine, but you're going to have to get some sleep because you can be called at any time unless you take yourself out of service. So, guess what? You don't. They call you for another one all-nighter and you're too tired. That's your fault. Once again, not knowing what you got yourself in for. So your sleep schedule is going to change. You might want to think about that. Another big reason I hear out here is sleep, lack of sleep. You don't have to do the job. You can tell them no. If you're too tired, don't get out there. But if you're not sleeping because, well, I can't sleep until 9 at night, don't come out here either. Not set up properly. The van. Well, you got to have a comfortable bed so you can sleep. Rule 1. Rule 2. It may be good to have heat, AC in there. Yeah, I know it comes in handy when it's hot or cold. Yep. It's easier to deal with the cold in a, 20 degree below sleeping bag than it is hot because some areas you may not feel safe to open up the windows. It gets like an oven back there. You got to insulate it. You may need a refrigerator. You may need a microwave because eating out every day is going to cost you a blooming fortune and you're going to get sick of it. One of the next reasons is home time. Well, I thought I'd be home every weekend. Oh, good Lord, Al, you wouldn't believe how many times I've heard that one. I thought I'd be home more often. You're an over-the-road driver. OTR stands for over the road. I know it's hard to comprehend that. But you ain't going to be home every weekend. You're going to miss events. So if you want to be home with your kids every weekend and talking about school and all that, well, expediting over the road is not for you. Eating out all the time, that falls in with the refrigerator. Brokers bullshit. Yep, I hear this all the time too, and it falls into the other subjects. Brokers bullshit. You got to get it there. It has to be delivered at 5 a.m. And you bust your ass to get it there at 5 a.m. to file out from security. They're not coming in till 9. Whose fault is that? The broker. So when they book the load for, and that's when your carrier gave you the load and what they told you because that's what they were told. And guess what? It's bullshit. Yeah, you sit there for 4 hours and you probably won't get paid for it. Yep, which falls into another thing I hear about. Wait time and not getting paid. Well, your first 2 hours at the pickup and your second 2 hours at delivery are free. Free. So on every load, you are giving away 4 hours of your time. Just thought you should know. Now, does that mean it happens every time? No. And does it mean it'll be just 2 hours? No. The longest I ever waited was about 28 hours. Now, I got paid layover time for it and everything, so I didn't care. Got a good night's sleep. I that was fine. But what happens when you don't get paid for it? And this is trucking companies or truckers are really bitching about this too. That, you know, they get there and they have to sit there all day to get unloaded. And then by the time they're unloaded, their clock is done. We don't have a clock, so we don't have that problem. And now they can't do anything. And they're mad because they're not getting paid to sit there. Well, they get fed up with that, and it's just basically free labor, and they quit. Another thing is, if you're running for owners, which is the guy that owns the van and you're running with them, one of the best owners I know is Alan. He takes care of his drivers. Okay? But I can tell you, I know a lot of owners who don't give a shit about their drivers. That's okay. I know a lot of carriers don't give a shit about them either, so, you know, they just work hand in hand. And the drivers get out there and fail. I talked about mega carriers, Bolt and Panther and that, and you see it's like a revolving door there. If it's so great, why is it like a revolving door? I just thought I'd ask. I mean, I don't know. Just fill in the blanks for yourself. Yep, revolving door. They don't give a shit about you because they've got so many drivers out there that they want a van in every city. And like Laredo, no, they may have 10 or 15. They don't give a hoot in hell if you want to take that job or not. I get you out here today at 55 cents. I ain't going to take that. That's fine. Next guy goes, and you sit there and you get recycled to the bottom. In other words, your clock starts every year last out. They don't give a shit. Okay? So, you got to look at, these are reasons why drivers are failing. Because they get out there and they don't even think about this stuff. They think they have it all, they know it all, and yet you try to help them out and give them some advice, and they don't want to hear it because they already are geniuses, and they put their hand on a YouTube channel and absorb it all through the phone. Do I know it all? No. I did it for almost 3 years and made money at it, so I know a lot. I can tell you that. And I can go out and do it again. But to make money at it, you're going to have to hustle. Yes, we talk about the hustle. Love that logistics rookie guy. Just got to have a strong hustle. So much truth in that statement, really. So much. But if you don't, well, you're not going to make money. It's not a leisurely job, 9 to 5. If that's what you think, do not come out here because it's anything but 9 to 5 as a expediter. Now, if you think I'm kidding, I want you to go back and look at expediting videos. And you're going to see, you know, ProMaster Expediting. Oh, my God. There's so many of them. There was a couple that ran for Bolt whose channel, Living Expedite, Loving Expedite or something, you know. I don't know. They ran for Bolt. Not very long. Let's see. There's a kid named Jonathan, I think it was. He had a video. I can't remember the name of it. You can look it up. You'll see a young kid and they're talking. These guys are all gone. There was a African-American lady in a cargo van. Poof! Gone. They're all gone. Poof! All these video makers. Where'd they go? Where'd everybody go? Well, they're not doing it anymore. If you were so great at it, why aren't you doing it? Now, I came off the road because of family situation, or I'd still be out there. But I'm making money with what I'm doing. So, that being said, understand why people fail. First and foremost. And when you watch videos, be sure the people you're watching have actually succeeded. Because you might be watching videos and always look for their last one. Okay, you'll see on there Expediting with Big D. For some reason, I could never sign back into that account when my phone's changed. It's still floating out there. That's me, but I can't access it to do anything. So now I'm doing courier driving with the Big D because that's what I'm doing. So I'm still out there. I'm still driving. I'm still in the transportation industry. I'm just doing local because of family situation. You know, dad getting sick and all. So anyway, you have to have a strong hustle. And if you don't, you're not going to survive out here. But, like I said, most of the people, oh, here's one. And My Life Ventures, Tim Expedite, which was really a big one out there for a while. And I know Tim personally, and he hasn't done a video in years. He's no longer driving. Poof. Heck, we could say something about the Crafty Truckers. It's not a put down, it's just the truth. They did their videos and did very successful at it too, and they're really, really experts in straight truck driving. And now they're going into cargo van expediting, or a Sprinter van. They bought them a Sprinter. They're still out there at least, but they changed all the way around. That's not a put down on them, except they moved to a different area too. People do that. Will they succeed at it? I hope so. I really do. They're nice people. But things change out here daily. Hate to tell you that. So if you're not one who likes change, don't come out here. If you don't like to sit, sometimes 2 to 3 days, I've sat up to 5 days at one time before I got my next load. If that's going to drive you batshit crazy, do not come out here. People fail because they just can't sit. Drive some batshit crazy. I actually said, and even Alan in one of his videos brought it up, that you should probably take a weekend and go to a Walmart. Hope it's a hot day, it's even better. Or a truck stop. Truck stop's even better. I want you to go to a truck stop because that's where you're going to be at a lot. And sit there and roll your windows down. Don't idle. You can't do that. Tear up the vehicle. And sit there in that hot sun all day for the whole day and sleep in your car. And if you can go through 2 days of that, then you might make it out here. If Chris would have done that in Life of Chris, he would have never showed up on the road. It's half-heartedly funny, but there is a lot of seriousness behind it. This is serious, folks. So this is not, we're making this stuff up to be funny. This is a serious business out here. That's right, we take it serious. We may put it to you in a humorous way, but you may realize real quick, we're actually being serious. So pay attention. Save yourself the grief. A lot of people go out and buy these brand new damn vans, spend almost 50 grand for it, get out here and don't even like it. Why'd you buy a $50,000 van? Now you can't get rid of it. Or you have a van, you think it's worth more than it is, and trust me, it's not. So subscribe, like, I'll catch up with you later.